You've got a knack for stumbling across those things. Here's a sight. What do you make of this? Yep. Yeah. This is a great area for harvesting.
Be the root of evil, but we all need roots.
Best find this breach before the tide comes in. Water's full of brain billies. Little spirit jellies that sting people's memories. Don't believe me? Think of that time you wet your pants. Ah! Hurts, right?
Let's ride. You there! Please! You must help!
Another breach tucked away in an old Breton ruin. Don't see many of those around, do you? You know they built it over an alien ruin, right? Can't wait to see what people build on top of this.
Sorry, sir, I tried, but no one here is willing to enlist.
Take a look around those standing stones, eh? What is it with tipping stones, anyway? Didn't your ancestors have anything better to do? That's the problem with you bipeds. You never apply yourselves.
Hit the trail.
Definitely a breach around here, mate. High up, I think. Or what passes for high around here, anyway. This one's deep, deep down, mate. Kinda like my general expectation of you meat brains. You! Oh, you far exceeded them. Not too hard to do, and they're practically non-existent, but still, kudos.
do you think you'll make with that?
Breach webbed up around here somewhere. Spiders are so adorable. Look at us! We've got 8 little spindly arms. Isn't it scary? Show me something with 8,000 arms and then maybe I'll get nervous.
Let's hit the trail.
If you're headed to Crestshade, you need to know. There was trouble there.
Ugh, vampires. Pays not to have a nick sometimes, eh? Blood too, I guess. Of course, if you see any antipodal mouth grabbers, you'll let me know, right? You'd just love to get a bite of me.
There's something wonderful about wandering a city's streets with no destination.
Tranquil greetings, Initiate. You carry yourself with a victor's confidence. Did you seal the breaches in Riven's spire? Excellent. I wish I could echo the sentiment. Our work on the Staff of Towers proceeds at a snail's pace. Every time we make a breakthrough, something interferes. At first, I thought it was the staff itself, expressing some otherworldly intention. I fear sabotage. After long consideration, I permitted Josaja to assist me in this endeavor. She was jubilant. But now, it seems her interest in the artifact remains personal. It brought me no pleasure, but I had to remove her from the project. Not well, but she will see the wisdom in it. Avoidance of temptation is a crucial element of moral action. In her heart, she knows this, perhaps better than most. But we digress. You have more than earned this reward. Use it wisely, Initiate. Are you prepared for one last journey to Tamriel? I believe our final success is nearly at hand. Now that we can labor over the staff without the complications Josaja introduced, I am confident we will render the artifact harmless soon. Unfortunately, one cluster of time breaches remains, this time in the barren land of Craglorn. Yes, precisely. Josaja will provide the items you need. I was hesitant to give her this task at first, but keeping her involved to some degree seemed prudent, and perhaps humane. You should go speak with her. She needs friendly counsel. Safe travels, Caraval. Let us both hope that when you return, this business of the Staff of Towers will be concluded. I am. Magic is an intensely personal exercise, Initiate. No two mages weave their spells in exactly the same way. Like painting or sculpting, each artist has their own distinctive style. Josaja's style is difficult to miss. I will not bore you with the finer details. Perhaps an analogy? Imagine an elaborate lock with thousands of tumblers. The master locksmith must learn their sequence and sensitivity before they can devise a key. Josaja switched the tumblers. Removing her from the project is punishment enough. In truth, the Order finds the idea of punishment repugnant. The road to justice often leads to a place of vengeance. Too often. Punishment should serve as an opportunity for growth, nothing more.
Let's ride.
Rob.
I apologize for my tardiness, but the work of an Archmagister never ends. I saw Lady Arabelle leave. Pity. I was hoping to speak with her. Anyway, the Mages Guild decided I would represent them in the upcoming peace talks. You have my invitation? Ah, yes. Remarkable craftsmanship. Valencia has come a long way since she was my apprentice. I created the master. It was no small feat. Intricate work, making enchantments of such power. Once I slip the chain over my head, the medallion will be linked to me until the peace talks are concluded. And is that second medallion for the Fighters Guild? No, I suggest you get it to them as soon as you can. Let me just slip this on and...
Archmagister!
Right behind you, partner.
Archmagister Delric! He's dead! He just put the medallion around his neck and it jolted him with arcane energy. Oh, how could this happen? My work was perfectly safe. You don't think... Oh no. Quick, give me the Fighters Guild medallion. I should have examined the medallions more closely after you recovered them. Someone has altered the enchantment. Trapped them to release a killing spell when worn. It had to be the Ascendant Order, and they left them for you to find. Oh no. Don't you see? The Ascendant Order altered the medallions. They wanted us to recover them. And now Jakan and Lady Arabelle are on their way to deliver them. They must be stopped before the other medallions are activated and the delegates are killed. Take this medallion and place it on my work table in the camp. I'll create a dispelling powder that you can use to eliminate the danger and return the medallions to their original state. Meanwhile, I'll gather Delric so I can cleanse it as well. These reagents will form a powder that you can use to dispel the deadly enchantments. There. That powder will do the job. Just sprinkle a pinch over each of the Alliance medallions, and it will return them to their original state. Only the protective magic of the invitations will remain. Chase down Jakan and use the dispelling powder on his 2 medallions before any more of the delegates are killed. Meanwhile, I'll restore the guild medallions and contact Lady Arabelle. Yes, my portal sent him to Windhelm to deliver the Ebonheart Pack's invitation medallion to Yoren the Skald King. He's probably on his way to the Palace of Kings right now. Take the pouch of powder from the table, and I'll open the portal for you. This portal will take you to Windhelm. Find Jakan and use the powder on the medallions before anyone else is killed.
Fresh from the warm southern lands. You smell of salt and sunshine.
Hold there. State your business in the Palace of Kings. State your business, adventurer. We don't just let anyone wander around the Palace of Kings.
Ah, from the Society of the Steadfast, right? Are you an associate of his? Well, you just missed him. He delivered a medallion for the Skald King and then went on his way. Your associate said the medallion was a gift from the Society of the Steadfast. Why would it pose a danger? I placed it in the study. I planned to present it to Yorin once I had time to assess it. Very well. The Society of the Steadfast has never given me reason to doubt them before. I'll show you to the medallion, but if you make one move that threatens the Skull King, I won't hesitate to cut you down. Come, let's get to it. Is the medallion safe? I'm not well versed in the ways of magic, so forgive my skepticism. But how can you be certain the medallion is no longer dangerous? I refuse to hand the Skald King something I'm not absolutely sure is safe. I believe you. But I think I'll still have our court mages take a look all the same. I thank you for the timely warning. Is your associate aware of the danger? He seemed eager to make his next delivery. He said he was traveling to Auradon to meet with someone from Queen Erin's court. You might check the docks in Skywatch. If he intends to deliver another one of these medallions, you should hurry and intercept him. We may be at war with Queen Erin, but there's no honor in killing an enemy in this despicable manner. A boat's available at our docks if you need it, and I'll make sure the Skald King receives this medallion from the Society of the Steadfast.
Right behind you, partner.
I appreciate your dedication to this uptight, surly demeanor. But I'm just here to deliver a medallion to Queen Irene.
Be that as it may, a ruffian like you will not be allowed anywhere near our queen. I shall examine this medallion.
Hey, good looking.
myself.
I wasn't expecting to see you again so soon. Oh, and I wasn't giving this fine seneschal a hard time. I was just building a trusting rapport. Anyway, I delivered the Aldmeri Dominion medallion. We can be on our way. What? Seriously? I'm glad I decided not to try on the medallions on my way here. Hey, I already delivered the Ebonheart Pact medallion. We have to get back to Windhelm. I am not willing to add regicide to my growing list of bounties. Oh, good. Maybe start with that next time? Anyway, if you can dispel the evil magic, then don't let me keep you. You can fill me in on the details later. Just hurry before that pompous bureaucrat decides to try on the medallion.
Did you say evil magic? Dispel it! Dispel it this instant!
I need your help. Oh good, I'm glad I found you. Something's wrong. The Ascendant Order attacked me. I managed to fight them off, but now I can't contact Lady Arabelle. I think she's in danger, and she still doesn't know about the altered medallion she's carrying. We have a way to stay in contact, but she isn't answering my sendings. I was able to trace the magic of my medallion, and it's headed toward an island off the coast of Daggerfall. Somehow, the Ascendant Order realized that we dispelled their magic. Because they came after me just before I delivered the restored medallion to the Fighters Guild. I think they may also be after Lady Arabelle, and I can't seem to open a portal to her location. That's very worrying to me. Sword's Rest is an island off the coast of Daggerfall. High King Emmerich uses it as a retreat. It makes perfect sense for her to meet him there. I need you and Shakan to find a ship on the Skywatch docks and get to Sword's Rest as quickly as you can.
The medallion's safe now. Please make sure you get it to the Queen. Hey, good looking. I'll meet you at the docks.
Let's ride.
Let's take this one. No one to greet us. I don't like this. Keep your guard up, good looking.
I'll watch your back. Go get him.
Oh no. Those are members of the Lion Guard. What happened here? The Ascendant Order must have overwhelmed them. The Lion Guard are no slouches.
The day will be ours!
Definitely the Ascendant Order. You can handle this, right? Damn. I can't believe they're really trying to kill High King Emmerich. Come on, we have to get inside. We need to... Listen, I hear someone up ahead.
Have you breached High King Emmerich's quarters yet?
Soon, my lord. We are almost through the wards.
I will suffer no more delays. You have this last chance,
You got this,
champion.
but I'm here if you need me.
Yes, Magus.
Just how many people are in charge of the Ascendant Order?
Come and
You got
take
this,
us!
but I'm here if you need me.
Courage brings victory. Heal me!
What news of the woman?
She still eludes us, Magus, but
You can
there are
handle
only
this,
so many
right?
places she can hide.
I cannot mistake. Deal with Emmerich. Then find the woman and kill her.
It will be done, my lord.
Sounds like they haven't found Lady Arabelle yet.
I am not afraid
Come
of
on,
you.
let's get to her first.
Ah, there you are. Your timing is impeccable. I'm not sure what the Ascendant Order is doing here, but they seem determined to eliminate me and Emmerich. I've been able to avoid most of their forces, and the few I couldn't, well, they hardly posed any trouble. How did you know where to find me? I hoped Valencia would sense our trouble. When the Ascendant Champion and her forces arrived by ship, they brought a powerful mage with them. Most of the island's defenses were rendered useless by his magic. But what was it about the medallions? A dispelling powder. Very clever. Sorry to hear about poor Derek, but I assume you took care of the other medallions? Good. Last I checked, Emmerich was safe in his private quarters. The wards there are still in place, but they won't hold forever. With a plan, my dear. Head up to the courtyard and confront the Ascendant Champion. In the meantime, Jakan and I will make our way around the back and surprise her mage from behind. Excellent. And I'll sprinkle this powder on the medallion along the way. Remember, we must stop the Ascendant Champion. If High King Emmerich dies, any chance to proceed with the peace talks will be lost. We can't allow that to happen.
We're almost through the wards, champion.
Take this, you coward! Look out!
I will take care of this. You dare challenge me? Fine. Step forward and die!
That's it, partner. Give them everything you've got.
I will not fail the champion.
Life isn't a fairy tale.
At least I didn't land on my
Sometimes villains
face.
get what they deserve anyway.
Good work, my dear. How exciting. Well, nothing warms the blood like a bit of a scuffle, wouldn't you say? That mage underestimated me, the poor dear. It's over now, at least. All that's left is to deal with this medallion and get it to High King Emmerich. I've been a little busy, dear. Now go outside, get on your boat, and return to camp. I'll meet you there. I need to dispel the medallion. Then, well, situations like this tend to stress out the High King. I can help him with that. I have before.
Lady Arabelle, are you sure you're not injured? Everything happened so fast at the keep.
Enough. Things took a few unexpected turns, but we delivered the medallions and the peace talks can proceed as planned. I wonder who the Alliance leaders will send as their delegates. I haven't seen Rigard the Brash in quite some time. Oh, not for a while yet. We're still preparing the secure site on High Isle. But if the Ascendant Order strikes again, I know who to contact. You really are quite remarkable, my dear. And this is for you. Compliments of the Society of the Steadfast. Ah, such an interesting adventure, don't you think? I must write down the pertinent details. Wouldn't want to forget a moment. And don't fret. I'll make sure to send for you when the situation on High Isle escalates. You're too good not to call on again. Never heard of High Isle? I'm not surprised. It's sort of a getaway spot for nobles and royalty. It's the largest island in the Sisters Archipelago in the Abetian Sea. Technically, it's a Breton territory, but most treat it as neutral ground. Yes, my dear. It's really quite beautiful. I have a manor there for those brief periods when I'm not working on one thing or another. The Society of the Steadfast selected it specifically for the peace talks. I can't wait for them to get underway. Oh, not that again. You don't realize how tedious that question has become, and all because of a nosy chronicler and her unfounded accusations. Listen, my dear, you and I will get along much better if you never ask me about Investigator Vale again.
We simply must do something about the business, brother. These chambers are much too small for our lifestyle.
I realize that, Scipion, but the Fangfurls have us by the throat. What am I to do? I recognize that swagger. You once darkened the door of an establishment my brother and I ran in northern Elsewhere, did you not? Much as I would relish renewing our acquaintance, I'm a bit too distracted. Damnable Fangfurls. With the Empire gone, the Fangfurls gang controls all trade in Blackwood. They're run by Pungent Adder. Every fifth coin in the region ends up in his coffers. This makes business difficult for my brother and I. Perhaps we could enlist your help? If we had one of their business ledgers, I'd have an understanding of the Fangfurls' operations. Perhaps even find a weakness ripe for exploiting. If you could procure one of those ledgers for us, my brother and I would pay you handsomely. If you get us a ledger, I'm certain we can put it to good use. Rumor has it the Fangfurls have a bookkeeper, Lear Droth, who lives in town. I'd wager you could find a ledger in his home. It's just around the corner, across from the bridge. I know his name is Lear Droth, but the Fangfurls make him lead a quiet life to conceal his identity, I imagine. But all the muscle on their payroll visits him for late-night liaisons. Very clandestine, the whole thing. But not to my keen eyes. Scipion and I left Elsewhere to claim a gift left to us by our departed uncle, the Happy Averno Shipping Company. Formerly, it was one of Blackwood's main trade enterprises. We thought, with a little elbow grease, it might prove a profitable venture. We discovered our uncle's affairs were more precariously poised than described for one. Many of his charters and contracts were voided by the Three Banners War. The Fangfurls did the rest. They came for everything they could steal. I know his name is Lear Droth, but the Fangfurls make him lead a quiet life. You can learn a great deal from a business ledger. Where money comes from, where it goes, and then all you need to do is apply a little pressure at a weak point. I don't know exactly what we'll find, but I do know whatever it is, I can exploit it. The Happy Averno Shipping Company was gifted to my brother and I by our dear departed uncle. Formerly, it was one of Blackwood's main trade enterprises. We thought with a little elbow. We discovered our uncle's affairs were more...
If you have opinions about crows, I have got a job for you.
Let's hit the trail.
Biko, I open my claws in humility, Wanderer. Please, stay to hear my story. Have you heard of the Sulzon tribe? Vicious and unrelenting, they wander through the swamps, attacking any they find. Now, they've fallen upon my home in Rock Grove. A horde of those impure Limphins raided the old city and seized the Zanmir. They captured so many of my kin, or returned them to darkness. Their purpose hides from us. But our Stone Talker claims he recognized their leader, Basse. With a stiff tail and bared abdomen, I beg for your aid. Please, gather a force of your strongest allies. Travel to Rockgrove and drive out the Sulzon. Defend what is left of my tribe, and they will surely reward you. My gratitude fills every pond in the marshes. Perhaps with your aid, what remains of my home can be salvaged. Rockgrove lies southeast of here, or you may take my cart. Speak to Maka when you arrive. She can offer you the necessary guidance. We heard rumors of Sulzon crawling through the marsh, but thought perhaps they might spare us. Foolish. The attack was swift and ruthless. Our warriors held them off, while some escaped and rallied at the city entrance. Their goals hide among the worms they call friends. I know little of Sulzon desires, and had hoped never to learn. Stories drift to me about brutal sacrifices, bloodshed for the glory of chaos. But who can know the truth? Ah, perhaps you have not traveled that far south. The old city is a sight to behold. The finest mud puddles in this region, and the stonework amazes any who visit. Most of us live in a village just outside, so that we can keep an eye on the Zanmir. It stands upon large vents of scalding steam that occasionally burst into large geysers. It's a rare occurrence, but they can threaten the structures of the Zanmir. Some of us work to keep it intact when an eruption damages the stone. One of our village guards, though now she may be our sole remaining defender. She protected us as we ran from the initial attack. After we found safe haven, she sent me to call for aid. Dust on Scales, the sinew and veins of our tribe. He serves as conduit between the Hist and Rockgrove Zonmir. He knows a great deal about the old city's secrets. You should seek out his guidance.
What do you think you'll make with that?
cities are as alive, fickle, and uncertain as people. Some are good, some are bad. Some give you gifts, others rob you blind.
Go on, Kalia. Unleash your power. Just like back in the Sanctum.
All right, if you say so. Something's wrong.
Pull back, Kalia. Pull back!
I can't!
Hold on. Let me help. There. How did you do that? Practice. I trained to control my powers after I left my vault.
Let's go find someone to help. Always ready to...
Slayed Captain Blackheart. Thank the Divines for brave souls like you. Always more to do.
Monsters? Villains? What's the trouble? What can I do for you?
When I was freed from my vault, it took months for my own power to reach such levels, and then it nearly destroyed me. I'm surprised Callie has gotten to that point so quickly after her release. Our powers grow exponentially once we leave the protection of the vaults. It's what they were constructed for. But Callie's power has advanced much faster than mine did. It almost consumed her. If not for my mentor, the same would have befallen me. When Duke Varen's forces came through, they set me free. To them, I was just another political prisoner. I wandered without a purpose for a time until my power reached a level similar to what you saw here. That's when my mentor found me. I don't see why not. Plus, it will probably be safer if the three of us leave for a while. There's an old shrine northwest of here. Let's meet there. I suggest you tell your wood elf companion where we're going. She seems like the sort to worry. Find us in the marsh to the northwest. I'll take Callie and Destron and meet you at the shrine. Don't worry, I'll protect them. The cultists won't surprise me again. Just let your wood elf friend know that we have the twins and we'll keep them safe. Why do you think Emperor Leovic had those vaults constructed? They contain and limit our power. Without them, the power would grow and expand until it destroyed us. The vaults were supposed to keep us alive long enough to learn to control our power. Right. About that. Obviously, what I thought I knew and the truth aren't exactly the same. Regardless, without the protection of the vault, Kalia's and Destron's powers will eventually kill them. She was able to train me. She also had a method for suppressing my power until I can contain it on my own. Without her, I wouldn't be here today. She can help Destron and Kalia, I'm sure of it. The governor is wise. A moving target is harder to hit than a stationary one. And if we're no longer inside the city, Von Dacia's cultists have no reason to attack it. I wasn't paying attention. My mentor warned me that I was going to be hunted, but I didn't listen. I returned to my old vault to see if I could learn more about who and what I am. The cultist ambushed me, knocked me out before I could respond. I was raised in a vault, just like the twins. Isolated, ignorant of the world outside. All I knew was that I was different. Special, somehow. Duke Varen's forces set me free when I was 16. My mentor found me some months later. I fell in with mercenaries, wandering and learning to fight even as my power grew. I was beginning to lose control when my mentor appeared. She was a shaman of sorts. She taught me how to master my power, but she never referred to me as an ambition. She said she had been looking for me. She knew of Mehrunes Dagon's interest in a hidden secret and had been searching for it. But it wasn't until my power began to manifest outside the vault that she was able to locate me. She saved my life.
Well...
Hey, I'm over here. Keshu told me to take a thinking break. It helps to take a break sometimes, you know? From thinking, so you can think better later. Anyway, how are the ambitions doing? Have you figured out a better place to hide them? Well, that sounds bad, obviously. What happened? Oh, I knew there was a reason we plucked him out of Von Dacia's fortress in the Deadlands. I mean, other than preventing a human sacrifice. So who is this helpful person? Stick close to them. You need to keep the ambitions safe and out of Von Dacia's clutches. While you're away, I'm going to continue helping Keshu's Blackfin Legion. And I want to be around when my cousins from Valenwood finally arrive. Good luck!
This is a great area for harvesting.
All I ask is that you all keep an open mind.
That's a Dremora.
Interesting. I didn't expect to hear from Sombrin again after he left, despite my advice. But to find him in the presence of a powerful mortal and 2 other ambitions. But where are my manners? Greetings, mortal. I am Zaina. And so I did. I sensed his need and offered my assistance. He learned well, and as he will tell you, I never betrayed him. Is that why he has summoned me? Because those other two ambitions now face the same danger that almost consumed him? Then you must bring them to my sanctuary. They are far more than anything you can imagine. I helped Sombrin because I didn't want to see him fall into Mehrunes Dagon's hands, or destroy himself with his own power. I will do the same for the others. I hide in the Deadlands. Yes, Dagon's realm. But I have ways to protect us. Before you bring them, they must be attuned to this realm. Find slivers of the Deadlands lodged in your world. Sombrin will show you how to use them to attune the ambitions.
As I said, Zaina helped me. And she can help Kalia and Destron. You just have to trust her. And if you can't trust her, trust me. Forgive me, but in my experience, most of Nirn takes a dark view of Dremora. Zaina found me when I was at my worst. If she wanted me dead, she could have killed me years ago or just let me destroy myself. Instead, she helped me, taught me control. Oh, of that I'm certain. Competition in the Deadlands is fierce, especially among the non-aligned Dremora. I know that she seeks allies to call upon when the need arises. Having 3 ambitions who owe you a favor? Oh, that's like gold to Zaina. Let me mark your map. Zaina told me where to find these slivers of the Deadlands when I needed them. Dagon cultists often enshrine these shards whenever they find them. You'd be surprised how often chunks of oblivion make their way to Nirn. I'll describe the process when you return. I need to prepare a portal at a place where the planar boundaries are thin. Take Kalia and Destron and gather the slivers. Then I can attune them to the Deadlands. I also marked where to meet me on your map. Our powers interact strangely with the natural forces of the Deadlands. That's why we need to be attuned. Of course, I underwent the process years ago. Now we must help the twins do the same. Keep them safe, then meet me on the road south of Gideon. No, you're not an ambition. Besides, you've been to the Deadlands already and suffered no ill effects. If the twins attempted that before we attuned them, the plane would rip them apart. Our power is connected to Mehrunes Dagon in some way. I'm not entirely sure. I just know that there's some element of Mehrunes Dagon inside us, and it wants to return whence it came. I think that's what Von Dacia hoped to accomplish by killing me. Anyway.